Community and YouTube. I will tomorrow shoot my monthly video of vinyl and CD update for August. But that one will be so packed with records that I will not be able to find place for anything else. And I felt like I wanted to do a little short tribute to jazz musician that had passed away just recently, the 22nd of August, I think, in an age of 94. A jazz musician that during when I started listening to jazz, I didn't care all that much about him. I thought he was a talented musician, but I didn't feel like harmonica and jazz was all that interesting combination. But just recently I've been starting to listen a lot to Belgian musician Toots Thielemans. So a shout out to Gerdy Poughkeepsie, who is from Belgium, and who mentioned the death of Toots Thielemans and how that had been played out in Belgium. How Belgium had been reacting to the death of Toots Thielemans. It's hard to imagine how big Toots Thielemans actually is. Actually was. That he was so big in so many countries. So I've been starting listening a whole lot more to Toots Thielemans because I realized, especially recently when I bought one record I'm going to show, that this musician actually is really, really great. That the music is really cozy, really relaxing, and really well made. Especially one song that is most famous for here in Sweden is Bluesette. A really, really great jazz song that have been made also in Swedish vocal version by one of my favorite musicians, Monica Zetterlund, the singer. Then it is called Monica's sommarvals, a summer waltz. So I'm going to show a little bit of tribute by showing the little few records that I have with by Toots Thielemans, or records that he participates in. This is a little strange place for me, I guess, you see, sitting here in my awesome armchair in my living room. So let's start this tribute to Toots Thielemans by showing first this one that I bought a couple of months ago. I showed it in my vinyl and CD update then. This EP, Pentecostal Feeling. A really nice EP. Doing this with one hand, so I'm holding the iPhone in the other one. He plays Homesick for England, who is an English version of the Swedish classic song Gotländsk sommarnatt. I'll Be Around. Then of course Pentecostal Feeling and Un clair de lune à Mauböge. Sorry, hard pronouncing, but really, really interesting EP. As you can see, he is also doing here one thing that he also was famous for, that was very few in jazz music who did. He whistled. He played harmonica, he played guitar, and he also whistled. Sometimes he even played guitar and whistle at the same time. Here I have a CD that showed how big he was actually internationally. This is a CD, well, not such a nice cover, but still the record itself is great. This is Jazz Series. Toots Thielemans in 1950 was in Sweden together with Benny Goodman and a band. Benny Goodman and Toots Thielemans, Dick Hyman, Charlie Short, Eddie Shaughnessy and Nancy Reed at vocal. And Roy Eldridge. Toots Thielemans were also there. He played electric guitar and harmonica, and he then were called Gene Thielemans. He played a really, really nice version of Stardust in harmonica in this album. This is a broadcast recording from that concert in I think it's in a concert house in Stockholm in April 24th, 1950, with Benny Goodman. Entire concert from beginning to the end with announcing and everything, and with Benny Goodman presenting him as he plays an unusual instrument for jazz in harmonica, and he gets to play Stardust all on his own. I think this is a fantastic recording. Also, I remember hearing this concert when I was a kid in Swedish radio, so I was very happy to find it on CD. But Toots Thielemans, that wasn't, of course, the only time that Toots Thielemans played here in Sweden, because Sweden was a place where he played very often. He played, among others, also in a stage show, a comedy show, but with the Swedish comedy legends Hasse och Tage, and he played in a show called Hålligång. Hålligång can be translated with keep going on, something like that. I'm a huge fan of Hasse och Tage and their comedies, and this one is a classic. As you can see here, also a picture with him together with Monica Zetterlund, my favorite jazz singer. And they play Tom Sawyer and Huck Finn. And they also play Bluesette here. So it's very interesting. Toots Thielemans in Swedish stage comedy. This is also a little special one from the days when he lived in Sweden. Elis Regina, the Brazilian bossa nova queen, together with Toots Thielemans. And playing the Brazilian classic here, Wave, Aguela do Brasil, Você, Canto de Osania, and also Honeysuckle Rose, actually. So they're mixing jazz and Brazilian music in a fantastic way. This is a highly recommended album. It's really, really, really great. It says here about Elis Regina, made in Sweden. Well, anyway, she comes striding through the snow and tactfully avoided asking about our polar bears. The way that she arrived in Sweden. So a really, really interesting album. And finally, a great album that I found this summer that I showed in my previous vinyl CD update. Yesterday and today. And an album that he does with an orchestra. Unfortunately, it doesn't say all that much which orchestra, but he plays both the harmonica and the the guitar here. And he plays all kinds of here, Summer Samba, one actually again. But he plays Spanish Flea, Making Whoopee, Royal Garden Blues, Bluesette, he plays also here. And a fantastic, very, very interesting and great jazz waltz version of the classic jazz song Cherokee. So I think this is definitely one of the best albums that I ever heard with Toots Thielemans. So Toots Thielemans was a part of, I think, all over the jazz world. He was a part of Swedish music industry. He was a part, of course, of Belgian music industry, American. He played all over the world. He was a classic musician. So Toots Thielemans, thank you for all your fantastic jazz music, your wonderful moments, for everything you've done for Swedish comedy, Swedish music, for jazz music overall all over the world. So rest in peace to Thielemans. Tomorrow I hopefully will be uploading my update for August. So until then, I hope that you all have a very nice time, and so long.